So I have some thoughts. First of all, if you don't know me, I'm North. And I'm trying to hit 10 million streams on Spotify because I think it would be fun. I think it'd be a challenge. But while doing that, I'm also dealing with a full-time job. And I have a full-time job, I have a part-time job, and then I have music. And one of the things I've been thinking about for a while is like, I'll see creatives online or, artists, musicians, etc., videographers, all that, talking about their full-time and the need, the want, the absolute like tiredness they have and feelings they have about quitting their 9 to 5 because they want to do other things. And that is okay. That is totally understandable for them. But I couldn't always relate to that content. And the reason why is because I actually like my 9 to 5. And before everyone gets on me, look, I do. It's just how I feel. I like my 9 to 5 and I like doing IT. I work in IT during the day and I work on music at night. And I kind of dual wield full times in a sense because music and YouTube has become a job for me. Like music at least, not necessarily YouTube. But I put the consistency into YouTube that I would into music. So I spend about the same amount of hours on that than I do on my full time. But I have a unique take in the sense that I don't feel the rush or need to quit my 9 to 5 because I actually like it. And I don't feel trapped in the matrix that people kind of have this idea of that if you're in the 9 to 5, you're in the rat race, you're in the matrix, you're going to, do that for your whole life and then you're done, right? I don't quite feel like that. But I do like my job. I like IT. I like figuring things out. Eventually, I'd love to be like an IT director or something and learn a bunch of languages and do all this stuff. But I also love music and I love being creative. And I don't see the narrative where you could be successful in both. You could be a creative, full-time, making money, doing well, but also being whatever, 9 to 5 doing well. And I think people feel like they have to choose one or the other. And some people like it as a hobby and some people like it to be their full-time job. And I'm kind of in the in-between where I like both. And I want to be successful in both and I want to do both. And so I would love to do YouTube. I would love to do music while also having a full-time job. I think that's something that I've been thinking about for a long time because a lot of artists talk about quitting. And that might be the reality for some, and that might change for me. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that you can do both and you can do multiple things. You can be multidisciplinary. You can try different genres. You can try different jobs. You can do all this stuff. You don't have to stick to the same stuff. And more often than not, we see these musicians who are huge, ginormous, big, Rihanna, Beyonce, Ariana Grande, and they're all going into different things because people get bored of stuff and they don't do the same thing forever. And some people might have a 9 to 5 that they really like and then they switch over to something else or whatever. It's one of those things where I think we think like we're unhappy if we do our 9 to 5 and we also do art, and many might quit and that might be their journey. And I'm not saying that that's not and that works for them, but I just don't want people to feel like me who were like not really relating to that journey because they felt like they like what they're doing. And that might change yet again, but I think it's just something to be interesting, like to think about. And the more I think about it, the more I think like I could do both. I could be successful in both and I can, channel both of those things. And so I was kind of just thinking out loud today, and I'm just now getting back from my vacation. We celebrated my girlfriend's 30th birthday, so I'm really happy about that. Whoop whoop. And now we're home. So I'm going to work on some music. I'm going to work on some videos. I'm going to maybe play a couple of games and hang out with her. And I'll see you tomorrow.